Hi, this is Mark. Congratulations. You have found this amazingly awesome show. Chances are you're listening to it right now on whether it's iTunes or Stitcher Radio or some other mobile app that allows you to stream this amazingly awesome show to your ear holes. And I can't stress how awesomely amazing this show really is. But did you know that you can also catch the latest episode of this show on the Tangibound Network? That's right. Go check out tangiboundnetwork.com. You can look them up and you can listen to it right there. It's even mobile friendly. What more could you ask for? Which means you can pull it up on your iPhone or your Android, even your Windows phone. Yeah, who has one of those? But still, point remains, you can do it. You can do it. Check it out, tangiboundnetwork.com. Listen to this show, the latest episode, every time. Check it out.
Welcome to the Wicked Radio Network.
This is a Danger Entertainment podcast. DangerEntertainment.net. Danger Entertainment Podcast Network.
Salty Language presents The Enthusiast.
Hey, welcome back to The Enthusiast. This is the 32nd one of these we've done.
This time we're joined by Cosmic Kasey, a sci-fi writer and blogger from notably Source Point Press, right?
Yeah.
For book Nora.
Right, which is available now. She gives all the details at the end of the show with, gives us all her links and everything, so you can find those there. They'll also be in the show notes as usual. We had a good talk. Show went places I didn't think it was going to go.
Yeah, I definitely went some places I didn't think it was going to go either.
Yeah.
Covered Slurpees, wrestling.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you know me, I always
massage.
love when we can talk about wrestling. So, yeah.
I always love when we talk about Conan.
Right, and massage.
And massage. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so we hope you enjoy it, and let us know what you think. By the way, I'm recording from this point forward.
All right.
Just so you know, if you say anything disparaging,
Shit, piss, damn, fuck.
Oh, no, that's all fine.
Oh, that's all perfect.
Yeah, that's
Well,
totally
awesome.
okay.
This is the Salty Language podcast.
Yeah, feel free to say whatever you want, as long as it's not bad about us.
That's where the editing happens.
My heart can't take it.
Yeah. Yeah, like Tony said, that's the stuff that's on the cutting room floor. All the bad things that have been said about us over the years.
Right.
We just over-dub it with, horrible voices.
Yes.
Like those salty sons of really nice guys.
Right. Perfect.
Yeah, I was going to say sneezes or coughs, but that's even better.
Right.
They're
Fart
great.
noises.
Right. Or we just put a thing in there like, oh, Skype dropped the call right there. What a shame.
It's crazy.
Yeah. She was paying us many compliments.
So, Kasey.
Yes, sir.
How did you get into the old comic book writing gig?
Oh, well, I started a few years ago. I started out as a blogger, and I would do comic and album reviews, like you do. Everybody starts off as a blogger, and, I did snarky blogs commenting on, the con scene as it is and different staples in nerd and pop culture. And then I was blogging some fiction. I blogged a chapter a month of a story that you can find on my website still, cosmickasey.com. Called The Prophecy Effect. When I had posted those, Tony Maiello of Rocketing Studios was an avid reader, and he asked me if I would write a horror anthology. I submitted a story, and then I wrote Pieces of Madness, which was released about 2 years ago, and that was a prose book. Then Travis McIntyre had approached me, the new editor-in-chief, I would say CEO, but editor-in-chief, Source Point Press, and he said he wanted me to pitch him something. And I said, well, I have a science fiction that I could probably break down into a script. Now, I had never written scripts, and I didn't want to touch them because I said, I don't think panel by panel. That is not how I write. I write novelizations. I cannot do that, blah, blah, blah. But once I sat down, and I just started thinking of it as a film, and I had looked at a few comic scripts. I'm like, okay, I can do this. 22 pages later, I was signed to a 4-issue comic series called Nora, based on the Prophecy Effect.
Wow. Well, look at that.
Wow.
So,
Nice.
Yeah, I assumed he said Travis approached you. It was creepily in an alley.
Well, obviously, it's Travis.
Oh no, Travis and I, we've been buds for a little while. Actually, back when I was doing comic and album reviews, before I was Cosmic Kasey, when I was Jedi Dash, if you notice from my Skype name,
Yes.
I was a part of a podcast called All Things Geeks, and that was my handle name, and it was like my second post in. Travis had met me on Twitter, and he said, I would love for you to review my comic Up the River. I said, that sounds great. So he sent, which is now a bestseller, but it was a prototype at the time. It was a totally different artist. And he had sent it to me and wrote this wonderful, sweet letter that I still have downstairs about how grateful he was. He was looking forward to hearing from me. He's very humble.
Wow.
And I read it, reviewed it. Now he's editor-in-chief of the 11th ranked indie publishing company in the nation, and I cannot be more proud of him.
Now, are you sure Travis wrote that letter? Like he didn't have some monkey write it for him? No, I'm kidding. We love Travis. We're just busting his chops.
He's a doll. I mean, like Travis, he's an extreme person, and I'm going to say that. It's not a good or bad thing. It is what it is. But when he's passionate about something, he's passionate about it. So a lot of times, we're the closest of friends. He's like my brother, my family. Other times I want to throw him out the window, but, cause he can also be, when he's not in the best of moods, he is, extreme. But he's taken this company to a whole nother level, has given me such a wonderful opportunity to tell my story, to be published as a comic book author. And I can't thank him enough. I really can't.
Yeah, fair enough.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. So you said that you did blogs. Have you been reading comics like since you were a kid, or was it just did you fall into it, haphazardly at some point along the way? Or... Now,
I had read comics as a kid. My brother is 13 years older than me, so he would always go to Big Ben's in Allen Park.
Right, I've been there. Yep.
Yep, that was his store, and it's been there for the past 3 decades.
Yeah, that place is awesome. Yep.
Yeah, excellent. And Ben's a great guy. But he would read things like The Punisher, even The Mask. Like I was exposed to that early on when I saw, the film. I was like, oh, that used to be a comic book. But then I had strayed away from that, and I was just reading books, and it wasn't until a few boyfriends ago revived my love of comic books. And then as I started to go to more comic conventions, I fell in love with indie and really tapped into it. And it's weird because it just started a chain reaction. So
nice. Yeah.
So,
oh, sorry. Go ahead, Tony.
No, go ahead, Brian. Go ahead.
No, go.
Oh, well, after me then. So are you still blogging then as well, or are you just like, nope, we're just writing comics now? And
when I can, when I feel fired up enough, how's that sound?
That's fair. Gotta be a proper
not
subject.
Not everything's angry, but I got into the blogging because I like to make people laugh.
Right, that makes sense. I think that's why a lot of people do. Like they find a voice in it. And it's really empowering in ways, you find a voice at some point, because sometimes you just don't have that, or you find people are like, hey, I like the way you do this or that. And, and then you start finding an audience, and you find a little more of an audience, whether it's like, blogging or now podcasting. A lot of people that it's the same kind of idea. Instead of blogging, a lot of people have just jumped into podcasting for the kind of the same reasons,
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, it's nice to, I forgot what I was going to say. But it's really cool that we live in a time where, people are listening to podcasts and commentary from real people as opposed to people that are heavily sponsored. You don't know, guff towards Joe Rogan or anything. And I mean, he was a pioneer when it came to podcasting, but no, it's nice because people can relate. It's a very genuine thing. And most of the time, I mean, it's not FCC regulated. So, I mean, people can real talk.
Yeah, very true.
Right. Which we all appreciate, I think, more than anything else. I mean, there's nothing worse than that morning zoo nonsense.
Right. That's why radio's dead.
Yeah, for sure.
Right. I don't know what you're talking about, Tony. We love mornings and stuff here.
I love wacky horn noises as much as the next guy.
Right. I love laughing at my own jokes. I do it every day.
Yeah.
Right?
Right? Yeah. There's nothing better.
Right. That's how I got these abs.
Chill City. So, what's like, you got Nora. You got any other books that you can talk about in the future around a bend or?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Great response.
Well, this keeps getting pushed back, but we are doing a re-release of Pieces of Madness. I was let go from my contract, so I'm going to be re-releasing it under my label, which is Primal Publishing.
Oh, shit.
And it's going to include, yeah.
Nice.
I got an LLC. Can you believe it? 2 bonus stories, hardcover. I don't have a release date for it yet, but it is in the works. And the big one is Mexica. Mexica is a graphic novel. It's sort of an Aztec history meets Conan the Barbarian.
Oh.
So I stayed in the realms of sci-fi, but I spent a whole summer studying Aztec or Mexican, let's be politically correct, history. And I've never felt more passionately about a product than this. John Matakin of El Arto had approached me about it. It was his baby from, say, 15 years ago. He had created this character. This character had no backstory. So I'm reading the prototypes of these comics thinking, I don't know anything about this character, and why should the audience care? And he's like, well, that's, where you come in. I want you to revive this story. So I wrote about a 65-page origin story. And the crazy thing is that it bears a lot of weight in terms of representation of the Latin people. And I had to analyze what I could bend on and what I absolutely couldn't, because the great thing about the history is that it's 50% myth, 50% fact.
Okay.
So, and they sort of meet, but you have to know where to bend. So I am a white Welsh girl who is representing the Latin people. Now, I am ready for praise and I'm ready for backlash. Either way, they're talking about us. So this is going to be a big deal. That will premiere at next C2E2 in March.
Nice.
Oh, nice. Beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that. I was curious about the heritage stuff with the book. Because I know, similar to like in movies, that there's a lot of backlash if, things aren't treated a certain way or whatever. But it sounds like you're, being very careful to be respectful.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I tread lightly. I wanted to write a story that, well, obviously it's science fiction, but
right.
that was not catering to each side, but at the same time we wanted to send a message. Because the synopsis, or a short glimpse into the story, is that an appointed Spaniard governor of a walled city adopts or takes in a young Mexican child to spare him from sacrifice. And he raises him as his son. Now, right there's a lot of controversy. No one was there. No one knows exactly what happened. Some people say, the Spaniards were as bad as they were, as savage as they were, and vice versa. So, again, I tried to tread lightly, but at the same time, we're really just trying to bring across a message of unity.
Right. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
In the most uncorny way possible.
Right.
In the most violent way possible.
Sure.
Because we keep it real. Absolutely. Absolutely. But at the end of the day, we're all flesh and blood. And what better time than now, especially with the presidential elections going on, to do this.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense. Sure.
Well, you said, I'm sorry, I missed, I'm terrible with names. You said someone approached you with the story. That was it. Theirs originally for you to revamp it, right?
Yes, that was John Madekine.
There it is. Yeah.
He actually is working on Dead World with Gary Reed for Caliber Comics, and him and Chris Sanchez, and they're both a part of a publishing company called El Arto, which is theirs. He also did a book with Dirk Manning that is out now called Mariachi.
Oh, okay.
Which Dirk wrote for him.
Oh, awesome.
So,
Nice. Well, do you have any like I'm gonna steer off the indie for a second, go back to the mainstream, the big 2 or 3, I guess we want to count Image. But do you have any like holy grail character you'd like to write?
Oh man.
It's Dazzler, isn't it?
We knew it.
That's mine. Yeah. No.
No, I wouldn't mind taking a crack at Conan. I really wouldn't, because I am a big fan. I love Dark Horse. And seeing as how I wrote Mashika, which is very much in the same vein, I wouldn't mind keeping it primal and savage. There's that word again, primal, because we are publishing Mashika under Primal Publishing.
Right. It's all about the branding. Nice call.
Absolutely.
Right.
I'm very much all about, primal nature, human nature. I mean, I eat primal, for Christ's sake.
Nice.
Perfect. Yeah.
Primal, raw, everything, no holds barred. But yeah, absolutely, Conan. I know there's some illustrators I would really like to work with, and to the top of my list is Greg Ticini, who does Low.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. This man, he actually talked to me on Instagram. I had a total fangirl moment. And I didn't just see him at C2E2. I know he was there. But this man, I'm telling you, it's so hard to describe his work. There's so much detail without there being a lot of detail.
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, if you've read Low, or he was the colorist on Black Science.
Oh, okay. I didn't know he was the colorist. I did not realize that.
Because at first I had thought he illustrated Black Science, and then I saw Low, and I'm like, okay, it's a little different. But the way he does the human form, very simplistic shapes, and then the backgrounds, they suggest motion just through color.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. There's not really that much detail to the background. It's just it's unworldly. I just can't even describe it.
It's safe to say you're a fan.
Oh, I'm a big fan.
A little bit. Yeah.
I would love to work with him on a science fiction. Absolutely.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. So you just gotta, just bum rush his table and make it happen. Just don't take no for an answer. Until security pulls you kicking and screaming away.
Right.
Screen cap the Instagram conversation. Don't you remember this?
Right. We had a moment. No, but Sean Steele's right up there, though. I got to hand pick him for Nora. So
Nice.
that was awesome.
Right.
Did you meet Sean at C2E2?
I didn't go. I was in Chicago, but I didn't go. So
I don't believe I did. I mean, I spent a lot of time over there just BSing with everybody, but I don't think I met him.
He is a true artist, up in his head, very closed off. It's painful to talk to people, and he will walk around at random, and you'd have no idea where he went. So that's probably where he was. He probably just like, bye. So it's. I need to insert a chip into Sean so I know where he is at all times. But Sean,
get one of those new tracker things they're advertising.
Yeah,
right. Look like a coin. You can stick it in his pocket. You'll never know.
Right.
There you go. Actually, you know what? I brought him down to be introduced to people on Saturday night at the hotel. And I bought him a beer. I'm like, hey, I want to introduce you to everybody because I'm proud of my illustrator. He's fucking amazing. And he just looked like he was in so much pain. I'm like, finish that beer and you can go back upstairs. Please, thank you.
I feel him. I understand.
Yeah, but he's brilliant. What he does, and I always thought to myself, because I was a fan of his from afar, I'm kind of a creep. I'm like, ooh, it's so heavy and atmospheric, like my writing. Like, what is he? Because he creates moods and heavy lighting, and I love that. I'm like, Nora is a heavy story. So I was like, what is that? I'm so primitive. Is that colored pencil or? He's like, I'm hand painting it. I'm like, oh, that's paint. Oh, that would make sense. That's why it looks so different. He's like, yeah, I paint it. And then, of course, he goes back and digitally touches it up.
Sure, yeah.
So
that makes a lot of sense, though, that it would be hand painted after thinking about it. Yeah.
Yeah. So I always market it too as a fine art comic because it really is. There's nothing really like that. Of course, he does David C. Hayes' The Rod.
Yeah.
Who is a far better writer than I am.
I don't know. That guy's a hack. We had him on, and I don't know. No.
He's so damn funny, and he's such a good guy.
Yeah, we had a good time with him too.
Yeah, we had a good time with him. Guy's a maniac.
Yeah, to say the least.
There's that. Yeah.
Yeah, so you get to roll with that oddball Source Point crowd. I'm so sorry.
Let's call them what they are: a pack of savages.
Yes.
Yeah, they are. Especially that Trico. Whew. Wild. No, I've actually known Josh and Trico for a long time when it was just them.
Interesting.
Yeah, back in the day.
I'll say, wow, you've been rolling with these guys for a while then.
Man.
Oh yeah. Wow. Actually, I did. Jack of Spades is actually how I met Josh Werner because he won a contest that I was having for someone to submit their comics and have it reviewed, and Jack of Spades won.
Ah, wow. Nice.
Yeah, so this is all just by chance or fate, however you want to see it.
You take credit for just kind of starting the whole thing, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, right. Like, without me, none of this was,
So you should call yourself Kasey the Catalyst.
Yeah. The primal catalyst.
No, it's really just how I networked with these folks, and I'm so blessed. I wake up every day thinking, this is awesome. I love these cats. I mean, they're my family.
Yeah. Yeah, they're something, all right. Yeah.
I'm ride or die for Source Point, absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely.
Yeah. We're from afar, but we kind of feel the love from them quite a bit because we've talked with enough of them and met a good chunk of them now, and we definitely have a soft point in our hearts for most of them, except for that one guy,
Devin.
Wait.
Nah, Devin's his own category for us.
Yeah, he's kind of like I don't know. We've berated him enough times into getting bonus drinks with us.
Yeah.
He's actually I tease Devin, but he's actually one of my favorite human beings.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's a great guy.
He's a great guy.
He's just a big softie, and I had tagged him in a photo of us, which is a fabulous photo. I don't know if you saw it. It's from Grand Con like 2 years ago. And he was dressed as Matt Foley, and I was dressed as a 40s femme fatale version of the Punisher.
Oh, I think I did see that.
And we look absolutely fantastic. It's like the best picture of all time.
Yeah,
But I went to tag him as Devin of Source Point. I'm like, what the hell does Devin do now? He's got to do something. He's got to have a title. He's like, I'm the pack mule. I'm like, okay, there you go. You're the Shirley Jones to the Partridge Family, basically.
That's accurate. Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, we're the ones that suggested him you get the Hodor commission because he's completely Hodor.
Yeah.
For Source Point.
Aw, he makes a hella good cupcake.
I've heard. I don't know. Tony's wife makes hella good cupcakes too. We need to get them in the same area for a throwdown.
A cupcake throwdown.
Yeah.
I'll bite that bullet.
Yeah, we've had a lot of volunteers for that. So yeah, this
step aside. I'm a cupcake expert here.
Yeah,
so they've definitely talked a lot of shit to each other back and forth on our little group chat we got going.
Been pretty awesome.
I know, right?
Cheesecake and cupcake throwdowns, man. They've been all over each other on it. So I like it. There's no losers in this category.
No, not at all. Just our waistline.
It's fine.
Yeah, no kidding.
It's fine.
So, do you do anything to get yourself in like the writing mood? I don't know if mood's the right word,
Right.
Oh, yeah, because you gotta be. It's really hard. Actually, Harlan Ellison put it best. He's like, nobody wants to fucking do this. Like, nobody wants to sit. This is hard work. You got to sit down and write and focus. So that's why we're big procrastinators. But when I'm in the zone is when I'm listening to music. Everything has to have a soundtrack. I cannot take my headphones off.
Right.
Yeah. And actually, while I wrote Mashika, all I listened to was the Conan the Barbarian soundtrack. Every morning I woke up, set my feet on the floor. I was ready for war. Like, let's do it. Like drum beats in my head.
I kind of feel like this is like the soundtrack to your life in general.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Okay. And no judgment. It just seems like it's a running theme. Yeah.
No, that it's actually, who was it? It was a gif of Arnold Schwarzenegger in Predator firing off a machine gun, and Crystal O'Rourke of the Outhousers put it on my wall, and she said, I imagine this is you in real life. Yeah, every day of my life. But if you go back on my Facebook page or my Instagram, you will find that with Pieces of Madness, with each story, I made a soundtrack.
Nice.
As to what I was listening to, so people could listen as they were reading it if they choose to. And I'm going to do the same with Nora.
I love it when writers do that. Matthew Rosenberg did that for We Can Never Go Home, too. He did like a punk soundtrack for each issue.
That's amazing.
And I've seen a couple writers do that, and I love when they do that because it's such a cool thing to kind of get in that, like, oh, this is what they were listening to when they wrote it, because it's just a cool mindset. Yeah,
it's very personal too. It's a vulnerable thing, and you feel closer to the writer.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, it's. I mean, I listen to all sorts of things. Let's see. For Nora 1, actually, the first chapter of The Prophecy Effect is when I wrote the character of Nora. I didn't even intend to write this person. This is just what I saw as I was listening to a classical piece called Something Happened Here. And it's by Lunds, I believe. And I had listened to it because I do massage in my day job, and they would play it on the overhead speakers. And I'm like, this song is so cryptic, and I can't believe I'm massaging to it. But I need to know what the song is. And we had the ice storms 2 years ago, and I was sitting in my apartment, and this is back when I actually said, I don't write fiction, I write blogs. So I don't write fiction, and I don't do comics. Now I'm doing both. I was just trapped in my apartment. I had a Ford Fiesta at the time, and they're angled down. So my whole car was just a big chunk of ice underneath. I wasn't going anywhere.
Nice.
So I'm listening to this song because I hate TV. And I'm like, I'm just going to write whatever I see. And that's when I began to write about a woman with black boots, long dark hair. She's in a cold, dark, desolate place. Where is she? And she wound up being in somebody's mind's eye and in a coma of someone who was a poor teenager who was beaten by his father for being homosexual. And I said, I think this is good stuff. And I want to keep rolling with it, and it became an addiction.
Wow.
Well, that's a good addiction to have there.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it was like it was fun. It was like playing the piano. My fingers just wouldn't stop moving. And I'm, okay, this is what I want to do. And I always wanted to be a writer. I just went to college, and I spent the first half of my 20s living for other people. And they say no regrets, but if I had one, that would be it. I went to school for something practical.
Okay.
Right. And I went for business. Then I went to beauty school. Then I went to massage school, which I absolutely love massage, don't get me wrong. But I came back to writing, and I'm so glad that I did.
Just because I'm curious, have you ever massaged anybody to the Conan soundtrack?
There's a first time for everything, so get on the table.
All right.
I've massaged somebody to Britney Spears.
Oh, all right.
Britney Spears, Bob Marley, whatever you want to hear, man.
It's got to be the Conan soundtrack.
Right.
There's going to be a lot of percussion and backbeating.
Right. Just be funny. Someone sets it up and they're like, yeah, I want this. And as soon as you like realize what song it is, you're just like, I'm going to need you to sign this disclaimer or this waiver. I'm not sure how you're going to leave here. Just puts me in a place, man.
Yeah, that would be pretty epic. I just keep seeing myself beating someone's muscle with the back end of a sword or something.
Yeah.
What would that even be called? That's
probably
a pistol
murder.
Whip. Is this a murder? Is this like a sword whip or?
No, Tony. It wouldn't be murder because it's not like premeditated or anything. It'd probably be manslaughter.
No.
She'd be all right.
How do you know this?
What? No, I don't know.
Oh, wait, you got a story.
No.
No.
Say just murdering them sore muscles.
Yeah.
Tenderizing.
Yeah.
We're tenderizing.
From
And then we make nice. We always said that in massage school if you're doing deep tissue. And then you make nice. And then you move on to the rest of the muscles.
Did you say it just like that?
She did. I say that in my head like that. I'm like, oh,
Okay.
and then we make nice. And then we go to the brown boys and the Lets. And hi, Lets. How are you today?
Do you laugh like a maniac while doing it?
Oh, man. Anyways.
Yeah, moving on. So do you write at home, I assume, then, or do you do the old parts like Starbucks trick?
No, I have to be in mortuary silence when I'm writing. Besides my music, I lock myself in a dark office.
Right on.
So, yeah, I actually get very testy when I have distraction. Sometimes I'll go to the library.
Right.
But even that.
Even that does still too much outside nonsense.
Yeah. I mean, we've got people there doing their, filling out forms for this and that for school. And, they bring their kids in there. And I mean, I love kids, but not at that moment.
Not that much.
No. Sometimes I'll voice record on my phone when I'm driving if I have an idea. Actually, I'm writing my friend's wedding nuptials because I am, performing the ceremony for her wedding because I'm ordained.
You're like a jack of all trades.
Nice.
I know. I'll be changing oil pretty soon. I was writing, and I told her, I said, I'm in the car, and I'm thinking of stuff to say for your wedding nuptials, and I cannot cry and drive at the same time. I don't know how I'm going to make it up there. She's been my best friend since we were like 10. Only most important day of her life. No pressure.
Nah, you'll be fine. So like everyone, you definitely quiet. Cue to Conan.
Yeah.
There you go.
No. Forget that. You actually need people there playing the drums.
You tell the sound guy at the church, listen, man, if I start drowning, you play this, okay? Don't ask questions.
Yeah.
Exactly. If I give you the look.
Bum, 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 bum.
Yes.
That's a lot like love. That's the passionate part.
Those are the drums of love.
Yeah. Those are the heartbeats of the two. It's like two separate ones, and then at one point it just melds into one, and it just fits right in with what you're saying. Yeah. It's perfect.
Knowing this girl, though, she might think it's sweet.
Yeah, see?
Like, awesome.
Yeah. See, Conan's totally romantic.
It is, man.
Fits everything.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, he's a
Sweaty,
fighter and a
muscular
lover.
dudes. Yeah, sweaty, muscular dudes fit everything, so I'd...
I'm not sure I'm endorsing that.
Yeah.
I'll leave you alone on that island.
Bye. And Lonely Muscle Island
Yeah.
with Zack Ryder. It's just me and you, Zach.
Wait, are we talking wrestling now?
Oh, yeah, we are. There's
Okay,
nobody
now.
else on the planet. We have to procreate now.
All right.
He'd believe it, too. Okay.
Probably, yeah. What else am I doing?
I got to meet Zack Ryder, actually.
He seems like he'd be an all right guy.
Oh, he was an absolute sweetheart. He was a lot taller than what he seems like on TV. This dude's huge.
Yeah. Well, because everybody else on TV is pretty huge, too, so.
Right.
Like next thing, He's probably massive. What were you saying, Tony?
Sorry, I got some sort of weird echo in my ear. It's jacking me up a little bit here. You've been watching wrestling in your whole life then as well? Like back in the 80s, Warrior, Macho Man?
Again, with like the comics, I was watching it a little bit in the 80s as a kid, fell off and started watching it again during like the CM Punk days.
Nice. That's a good time to come back.
In his, prime when he was, the it thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I started following it from there.
Oh, man. Nothing wrong with that. I am an unabashed pro wrestling fan, so, yeah.
That's awesome. My boyfriend and I go to shows all the time.
I would love to, but that doesn't happen.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm,
it's like a soap opera too.
Oh, it absolutely is. Yeah. Every time someone gives me crap about it, I'm like, do you watch any reality TV or soap operas or whatever? It's, it's no worse than watching any of that stuff. So.
Right. Well, I think it's, gosh, athleticism.
Yeah.
Like, my God, these people put themselves through hell. And as a massage therapist, seeing those wrestlers walk around in real life, like the way Kane walks, I'm like, that's not a walk to be cryptic. That's the walk of years of pain and being slammed around.
Yeah,
that's just so much on your body. I can't even imagine.
Yeah, it's amazing any of those guys have had, like, the lengths of careers, especially the guys, like you said, like King or Ric Flair, when they were wrestling, like, 9 times in 6 or 7 days, and to be able to do that for, 20, 30 years. Like, King still gets in the ring occasionally. Like,
how old is that guy?
I don't even know. 60?
Too old to be getting in the ring.
Yeah, it's 70. Yeah, I mean, way too old. And he still gets in and wrestles. Like, he's not just, hey, I'm King, I'm here. It's like, he's in a match. And granted, it's not like he used to be. And I'm sure they, probably go a little easy on him. But it's still the idea that it's like, he's still taking bumps. That's nuts.
Yeah. It's a huge sacrifice, these guys. Yeah. And, to say that it's, wrestling's fake, blah, blah. I'm like, get in there. Just get in there. Yeah. We like indie wrestling too. My boyfriend and I have been to, XICW? They come to Royal Oak all the time. And we've met some indie wrestlers through that. And that's always a good time, which is great because these guys are looking to get picked up, to get noticed. So they give it their all.
Right.
You can feel it. And those guys really get beat to shit.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah. We actually saw Rhino there.
Oh, yeah. Right, because Rhino's from the area. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because he's from, Detroit, I think, or right around Detroit area?
I believe so, Metro Detroit area.
Yeah. Him and Rob Van Dam both are from right around here.
Isn't Jesse the Body Ventura from around in Michigan, or am I wrong?
I don't know.
Probably not. I'm probably wrong.
I know he's the governor of Minnesota, but I don't know where he's actually from. I don't remember.
But yeah, that was cool. They actually took it into the audience and bent up some chairs, and every time Rhino would fall onto the mat, I'm like, the poles would lean in. I go, this thing's gonna go.
Oh, jeez.
That's it, man. You don't toss around a Rhino.
Well, yeah.
I bet he weighs a metric ton.
Well, he's a man monster Rhino. You just can't,
Him and Samoa Joe, that's who it was.
Oh, jeez.
So imagine that shit.
That's a lot of
2 metric tons. It's like gravity was trying to juggle elephants.
That's a lot of man in a ring. And
oh, hell yeah. And we were like second row, and I'm like, we got to back up. Back up.
Probably like watching a fight in Dragon Ball Z.
Pretty much. Whew, man.
Yeah, it was earth shattering.
Sounds like it.
And there was a wedding going on next door, which was the best part.
Oh, that had to sound awesome from next door.
They were like, take it to the wedding.
That would have been great if they were just like fighting. It spills out of the ring, goes through the door all the way into the wedding. They're just beating the hell out of each other.
Yeah, while everyone's distracted, I'd run in and order a drink on the other side on their tab.
Yeah, why not, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Hi, can I get a mimosa, please? Thanks. Okay, gotta go. Bye.
Like, you're wearing a wrestling shirt. I don't think you're part of his wedding.
Nah. I'll tell you when I've had enough.
Don't you judge me.
Yeah.
Only God can judge me. Pour the champagne.
I would just love to see the two crowds showing up at the same venue.
Right. That's awesome. What would be awesome is if it was planned that way. Like if it was supposed to spill over into the wedding. You know,
Right.
like nobody knew it.
That would be awesome.
Right?
That'd be a viral video quick.
Oh, like I'd be sitting there at the wedding like, oh my God, it's a wedding. And then all of a sudden Samoa Joe and Rhino come crashing through the door because, see, Rhino crashing. Anyway,
Good job,
so,
Brian.
It's like
yeah.
a Slim Jim ad with Macho Man, like just bust through the
Yeah,
door.
right? And I'm just like, yeah!
Yeah.
I'm like, Joe is gonna kill you. Like in the background, and everyone's like, what?
You rip your shirt off for no reason.
Yeah. I've got a Samoa Joe shirt on for whatever reason, you know?
Because they're always your undershirt.
Right? I just start playing his intro music on my phone because it's my ringtone, you know? Whatever.
Naturally.
Yeah.
I am a huge fan. That's awesome.
I'm like, Cody Clutch.
Oh, you know who was right next to me for that show was Dirk Manning.
Yeah.
Nice.
So
Was he?
yeah, he can attest to how wild that was. He's like, whoa, man, this is. We need to back off. I wish you guys were there. It was like insane. Like this ring is gonna break. Bust out your phone.
That's the best part of the small wrestling stuff is, you know, the rings sometimes don't seem real sturdy.
Right.
Or I guess that could be the worst because, you know, you don't want someone to actually get hurt, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, much at least.
No.
No?
Not like legit hurt, you know. You don't want some guy to hit a rope and have it like cause a concussion or something like that because he falls onto the floor or something, you know.
Right. Yeah. Injuries are no good. Nobody wants to see anybody get hurt.
No. Although if so, Casey's like jumping over and like, here's my card. Yeah.
Right, exactly.
Wink.
Yeah, I thought about too, like offering, because I have a chair, like chair massage for backstage for in between the matches.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, I can make a mint.
Yeah, right. That's
I'm a
When you say
hustler.
chair massage, you don't just hit them with a chair shot, do you?
That'd be awesome. Tune up the
I
band.
could with my Conan sword.
Ooh, nice. Tony, the first thing when you said that came to my mind was a concerto, but
Oh, nice.
Oh man.
yeah. Oh man, it's always a good time when someone comes on. We can talk wrestling. Jeez,
Wrestling.
love it.
Wrestling, Conan.
Oh man, I didn't think this was going down this road at all. Love it.
Well, let's go. Fly with me.
I feel like we should have like the drum beats playing in the like for bed music on the show. You know, like to get us all fired up. Like, yeah.
Put it in the editing.
That's all that work and.
Oh gosh. Yeah.
I mean, I honestly kind of want to see if that soundtrack is on Spotify because I feel like listening to it now.
Yeah, I kind of do
It's
too.
great, and it will get you pumped, especially like before the gym. I'm like, yeah, I come up in there like a gorilla.
Start doing just massive deadlifts.
Aw.
Right.
Then zookeepers put you down because you're too close to a kid.
Oh,
Right, exactly. I ripped out 3 oak trees on the way here. Where do you want them?
Like, I think you're good for your workout. Like, nah, that was just getting my sweat up.
yeah, exactly.
Let's go.
Warming up.
But that's a part of that primal, and why I love that primal feel, because that's what it brings out in everybody. You start playing that shit, and people just start getting,
Yeah.
primal rage,
They
man.
start wanting to hurt people. Yeah, it's a good time.
All of a sudden, you get pecs out of nowhere. You didn't even bench press. You're like, "Rah!"
You're like the wrestlers, how they do the push-ups right before the promos, to get that extra pump,
Yeah, you gotta get that pump.
Exactly. They, because it does speed up the adrenaline. Once you hear that soundtrack start, everyone turns an ear.
Right?
It's like, ooh, let's get hype about something. I don't know, but we're going to war. But that's an instinctive thing that sets in when the adrenaline starts going. It's a war thing, and I think that's awesome.
Right? Like everybody in the gym's following you around. You're like, look, I'm trying to get my workout in. What are you guys doing? Like, where are we going? Like, no, we're all Like, I'm just doing my thing here.
Right. As if, I'm a general or something.
Yeah, who we overthrow? Like, no, really, just you.
Right. Revolution! I've been waiting my whole life for this. Whole life for what? I don't know. I'm going to stand up for something today. I've never stood for anything in my fucking life.
We're taking this gym. Like,
Conan.
I don't want to take over the gym. I just want to get my workout. I got things to go do tonight. I'm really not interested in a form of governing. I just
grab that barbell. We're invading bubble tea. What?
I was going to say 7-Eleven, but
yeah, whatever.
Grab all the Quest bars and Slurpees you can.
Locations may vary,
Right, rape and pillage the Slurpees.
Well, at least pillage them. Please don't rape the Slurpees.
Yeah, please don't. Yeah, that's...
sorry, could you get your dick out of the Slurpee machine?
Right.
Yeah.
I'm stuck.
Sorry, it's the Conan music. Got me fired up.
Great, you've ruined it for everyone
I
again.
wish I had a circumcision. Mom, why did you let me do this? That would suck if your foreskin got caught in the Slurpee machine.
Yeah, that would probably suck.
I would definitely put that in a bad time category.
Although, beforehand, if you could fill everything up in there with the Slurpee, it'd be a hilarious video.
Wow. It's like a awful water balloon.
Guess what?
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's terrible.
So yeah, it's not like comic books, and I'm science fiction and horror author.
Right.
Yeah. Let's shift gears from Slurpee-filled foreskins.
Okay.
Yeah, let's save that for another time.
Slurpee-filled foreskins. I think you might have to title the episode that.
That's the name of my memoir.
Oh, shit.
Why wouldn't that surprise me? Jeez. Man.
What's weird is I'm circumcised, so I don't know where I'm getting all these foreskins from.
You gotta read the book.
Exactly.
You get them in from like a toupee club, you try them on until you find the one you like, and then it's, there's an adhesive thing,
Oh, that's horrifying.
How much do foreskins go for on the black market?
Oh, geez, I have no idea. Feel free to investigate and let us know, though.
Yeah, is the Silk Road still up? I got some Bitcoin.
Have you ever seen that Chappelle show where he's talking about you're having a conversation with someone, but actually your mind's somewhere else?
Yes.
And he starts imagining Arsenio Hall at a cheese and wine party. That's the moment where I'm talking to someone, in the back of my mind I'm thinking, how much do foreskins go for in the black market?
Yeah, it happens all the time.
Exactly.
Yeah. Trying to sell, a comic. Yeah, and take your time and, where'd that come from?
Right. You
really
just start laughing. Like, why?
Somebody Google this.
What's so funny? No, nothing. Sure, I would love to be part of your team. And
oh man.
So have you had any? No. Oh man. Ooh.
Do you have a favorite Slurpee flavor?
I'm a classic Coke girl through and through.
Perfect. Classic Coke made a dollop of cherry right in it.
Ooh, is that cherry or something else?
Oh, jeez.
Oh, whoa.
A little bit too much Slurpee in there.
Slow down.
That's the machine the guy got caught in. Stay away from that one.
Damn
the
it.
legend.
Damn it,
That's the
Ted.
machine, man. No, it isn't.
I dare you to get one from it.
No, man, get off me, bro. You're stupid.
Didn't want a Slurpee anyway. Just gonna get a Red Bull.
Fuck you guys.
I just pictured a whole interaction in my head.
Me too.
As a movie.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. Fuck you guys, give me 2 chicken taquitos.
I heard
I'm in the car.
I heard one
Shut
of
up.
I heard one of those hot dogs is his.
No, I can't eat. Thanks a lot, Eric.
Just up on the hot roller.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So, how's that foreskin, bro? Stop it, I'm gonna throw up.
Does the cheese make you taste better? Oh, enough of that. Moving on.
We got
Ooh.
You gotta get out of 7-Eleven.
I don't know. I kind of like this sketch. It's horrible that I can picture this whole scene.
Yeah, I know, right?
This is where I wish Devin was on the show right now because he would add a lot to this.
Yeah, probably.
Or maybe he'd have a personal story the one time he tried that. Like, this is not funny, guys. Don't bring it up.
Stop talking about the time I tried to make Slurpee babies.
Yeah. Stop talking about why I can't go into 7-Elevens.
What was that, Devin?
No.
I hate this show.
You guys are dumb. I'm leaving.
Fucking stupid.
Why did I agree to this? You guys are worse than Travis. That wouldn't be true. We're not.
No.
Not
at all.
Ooh. All right. All right. Now we can start recording. No, I'm kidding.
You son of a bitch.
Like last time. Oh, jeez.
Oh, that was a zinger.
Oof.
Yeah. It's happened before.
I know. I actually had Audacity pulled up here just to make sure the whole time it's recording.
Yeah, that would have sucked.
Yeah, last time we got about half an hour in, and the program had just decided it's not going to record. It's always a fun time. Oh, man.
So, I guess, where can everyone find you at and whatnot?
Where can they be a creep for you?
Yeah.
CosmicKasey.com, both with K's. My Twitter handle is @CosmicKasey. Facebook.com/CosmicKasey. And on Instagram, I am KCD Writes, not as in women's lib, but as in physical writing.
Right on.
And I don't know what my next con is, but odds are I will be with SourcePoint. This is the year of Nora. So, wherever those cats are, I'll probably be there too.
Oh, they're your crew after all.
Right.
Yeah, so I did not go to Traverse City. I got a lot of miles on my car, and I got a lot of personal stuff going on. I needed a minute, but I'm back in the saddle. I'm ready to get at it again. So, issue 1 of Nora is out now. Nora 1, Epimetheus. Brief synopsis. Nora is a coma fisher for hire. She has the ability to delve into your mind's eye and retrieve you from or help you cross over during a coma. She obtained the ability while working in pathogenic development for the CIA. And in every issue, there's 4 in all. We just have issue 1 out right now. We anticipate the next one in just a few weeks. You will get a snippet into her past. And it is a very long, dark tale. And it tells of why she does what she does and how she does what she does.
Oh, nice. Excellent. Now, for those who don't know, we talked about this a little bit with Greg Wright last week. We know some shops carry SourcePoint stuff, but if they don't happen to, where can they get Nora at?
SourcePointPress.com.
Okay. I didn't know if there were any other places or if that's just the go for all of it. So
your local 7-Eleven.
Nice. On the old spinner rack. Yeah, right by the Double Dragon machine, right?
Nice.
Yeah. But yeah, and like I said, there will be 4 issues, and we hope to we will compress that into an anthology that will hopefully be released at the end of the year. Very, very excited for issue 2. If you really liked the crypticness of issue 1, we eased you in sort of slowly. Issue 2, we step on the gas and we don't stop. This is a very, very heavy issue. It made 2 grown men cry just reading the script.
I need to know which 2. No.
Nope. But it is that heavy.
Was it Rhino and Samoa Joe that cried?
Yes.
Was it after their match?
It was right before.
They might have been a little emotional afterwards. So.
2 big old crab babies.
Yeah. That's why they went out and fought. No, I cried harder.
Right. That's my issue. She only gave us 1.
I'll fight you for it. Deal.
Fine. Let's go.
Everybody back up.
Yep. Hey, guys, I guess we have a main event tonight.
Oh, man. But yeah, I'm very excited. Very excited.
Awesome. Very cool. All right. Well, I guess Yeah.
Shamalama ding dong.
Shamalama ding dong.
Awesome. Well, it was nice to meet you this way, at least. I didn't get to meet you in person, unfortunately, but when we were in Chicago, or when I think you were in Toledo for Fantastic Con.
Ooh, I was, yes.
Yeah,
yes.
and somehow when Tony and I were there, we somehow
missed you.
Yeah, so
That's what I had my own table. I have an audience in Toledo, which is nice. They were big Pieces of Madness fans, and they all came back and bought Nora, so that was cool.
Oh, awesome.
So I had my own table at that show.
Oh, that's why.
So that's why.
Yeah,
right.
We were distracted by all the glitz and glamour of the Source Point table, and yeah, that's what
it's
it
true.
was. Yeah,
Plus, we were promised hand jobs. We got nothing.
Yeah, yeah. Travis once again didn't deliver. So what are you gonna do?
You can message him. Email him, Source Point Press. His website.
He never follows through. No. Yeah, man. So yeah, this.
He's got to work on a stroke this way.
Yeah, he was nervous. That's all.
Well, you got to follow through.
Yeah.
Just like golf.
No. Just, I don't know, man. He's like, this is just like that one time at 7-Eleven. And, man, this is terrifying now. I don't think I'm sleeping tonight. Yeah.
I'll sleep like a baby.
Well, yeah, because you just tell yourself to sleep and you fall asleep.
That's true.
Some of us can't sleep like that.
Yeah. It's weird. Just tell them to go sleep and fall asleep. It's bizarre.
I'm so jealous.
I know, right?
I'm a restless mess.
Yeah, me too.
Well, just berate yourself into sleep. It might work.
I've been trying that for like 25 years. It doesn't work.
Maybe I should turn off the Conan soundtrack.
Why can't I sleep? You're just flipping the bed over and ripping it in half. Putting heads on pikes and I don't know why I can't sleep.
That rotting flesh is starting to get to me, man. Somebody open a window.
Seriously. Yeah, I could see where that'd be a problem.
So hard to snuggle with this battle axe.
Aw, adorable. You knit like a cover for it so it's easier to cuddle with. It's adorbs.
Wow. All right.
Yeah, on that note. Yeah, so thanks for joining us. This has been a lot of fun. So anytime you've got something to, plug or just want to come back and, talk more twisted 7-Eleven scenarios, you're more than welcome. So
absolutely. Thank you guys for having me on. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Oh, thanks for gracing us with your presence and whatnot.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it was awesome. Thanks for all the insight, Kasey. Never asked her on the show again.
Come on, we wouldn't say that until you're off at least. Come on.
Right.
We have some class.
Some. Just enough to talk about foreskins full of Slurpee.
Right.
Just couldn't go.
It's like the PSA before you sign off. That should be on every show. And keep the Slurpee out of your foreskin, kids. We'll see you next time.
You're absolutely right. That should be a PSA for sure.
That's your sign off.
Yeah.
Remember, kids, keep the Slurpees out of your foreskins. Good night.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that's a perfect sign-off.
Yeah, that is.
That might have to be the sign-off for
Actually, it's probably going to be. That's why I kind of laid back while she said it.
Let it be written. Cue the Conan music. From this day forth. You have to get your epic voice on.
Right. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, man.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Mm-hmm. All right.
All right. Well, yeah. Thanks again, Kasey.
Yeah, thanks.
You're very welcome. Thank you so much. It's been fun.
Yep. Bye.
All right. See ya.
All right. Talk to you later. Bye.
Take it away, Kasey.
Nobody wants to fucking do this.